Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and today I'll be doing a message for the sign of Pisces. As always, all of my readings are timeless, so when the message finds you and resonates, and it's yours at the time in which you find it. Pisces, I've done your reading today with the Ethereal Visions and the Dreamscape Oracle. So you'll be seeing a blend of both of those in your spread. So I've done your reading over and over and over. So I'm gonna keep the cards that I had on the split and on the bottom. But you know, it's like you're not gonna see that part of it all. Anyways, all right. So at the split of the deck was, this lighting is really terrible. I hope that you guys can see this, but at the split we have the Hangman, and this is talking about purposely putting yourself in a position in which you can find the answer or kind of like seeking a new perspective on a situation that you're in currently. And I feel like it's important to say here that the Hangman puts himself into this position because he also has the ability to let go of this tether that would release him from the situation that he is in currently. So it's kind of talking about seeking some type of viewpoint, perspective, enlightenment that gets you to a point where you can release this tether. Okay, there we go. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is another seeking energy. And this one is kind of like, it's the same thing. It's like looking for answers in the dark. Trying to find what answer, or it's coming up as like an answer. Trying to find answers to help you release yourself from the situation at hand. And the situation at hand is something to do with this tether. Okay, so a tether to me talks about kind of like some type of quantum entanglement, like through lifetimes that you play out. Basically, it's like you're playing out situations with others throughout like different incarnations. And I can see that clearly in your cards because it's talking about having multiple incarnations with the same, I don't want to say the same like players, if you will, and we'll just call them players like in the game type of thing. And it seems as though you play the role of mother because we have you coming here as the Empress. This is you in your beautiful glory. Hello, Luna. I'm laughing because her tail is... All right. I'm just noticing also these like these tails of like pomegranate. I think they're pomegranates. Yeah, pomegranate flowers. All right, so you're coming up as like the mother. And it's speaking of you're holding this position, the mother position. It's almost like coming out as like, this is your role, this is your archetype. And I'm saying the game, but it's coming out, you know, like the stories and stuff that we play out throughout our lifetimes. And this is the role that you play in the story. So now it's kind of, especially with the Hangman position here, it's talking about wanting to let go of that tether, wanting to let go of this role. Because whatever it is not, I don't know. It's like you're trying to gain perspective. I don't know if you're wanting to leave the role or if you're just trying to gain a little bit of perspective on this role. All right. So what I'm seeing here is you in relationships, I want to say with masculine energy, because the masculine energies are coming up as the Fool energy. And we can see this dynamic here as almost like a mother and child energy. So with thinking about incarnations, you know, and we all incarnate at the same time, or to play out these scenarios, right? Like for instance, in one incarnation, you could be this person's mother, right? In another incarnation, you guys could actually be like romantically involved with each other. And of course, like throughout several lifetimes, that this energy kind of gets a little bit, I want to say complicated. And you can then meet them again, right? In another incarnation, say in this incarnation. And this same dynamic is playing out, you being the mother and them being the child. And I believe you're trying to get perspective on as to perhaps maybe why this dynamic isn't working out in the way that it's almost like, I feel like the Emperor should be here, but it's not the Emperor, it's the Fool, which is fine, is you know, it's more childlike, if you will, but it's not working out the way that you want it, because we have, okay, here we go. Because we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I go through my deck because if you know me and you've seen all the readings that I do, I don't take reversals. Because I have so many cards, there's like almost no reason for me to take reversals. And then so in order to prepare for, oh my God, my cat has found a plastic bag and she will not leave it alone. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that. Luna, she's not gonna listen to me. She runs the house. So I go through all of my cards and I turn them all over, making sure that they're all upright. And when this came out, it came out with this chunk here. This is the chunk that it came with. It all came together with the Empress, you know. And this one was the only one that was in reverse. So to me, it's talking about you almost, it's like this isn't, it's like you're realizing that this is not, it's not your Ace of Cups, right? But there's something about it that has like a sticking, it's like you're trying to put it down. You're trying, almost like here, you're trying to release this tether, but it's like it's sticking to, there's a sticking point. There's some type of, well, and I feel like that's what you're trying to overcome here. You're trying to overcome the sticking point or the understanding as to why it's not working in the way that you envision it. Because we also have the Six of Wands, which is like that success point. This is actually, the energy is, it's really everywhere, because I'm like going back and forth through all the cards. So this is actually at the beginning of your reading. So it's like, because you haven't yet seen this success point for yourself in whatever dynamic this is. And it's coming up with a message like it's not going anywhere. That this success point is not going anywhere. It's very like stable. It's a point in time that you eventually reach. So meaning that you will get there, but there's a lot of things that you gotta like pass through in order to get there. And I'm saying that because this card here, because, you know, she's got it in her hand here too. So it's like she's tipping it over, trying to like drain it out so that you can restart fresh, clean. But it's the Ace of Cups here is kind of talking about like, all right, I don't know if I have any international viewers, but like here in America, we have this place called the Dairy Queen, and they serve these, I don't know, I guess they're like milkshakes, but they're super thick. They're super thick and creamy. And when you turn, like if you were to have one and you turn it over, it doesn't, like nothing comes out. It just sticks inside of the container, right? So that's what it is. It's that's the release. It's like you're trying to unstick yourself out of this 1111 outside of this container. The container is this role as the mother, the role as the mother. Okay. So it seems to me that you're in a dynamic in which you're playing the role of the mother in some type of, like, I don't necessarily know if it's a romantic relationship. It's not presenting it's, I mean, we do have the Ace of Cups here, but it's kind of looking like, what it's looking like is, okay, so with this dynamic here, okay, so what I want to say is that in a mother-child dynamic, the child leaves the house, right? They grow up in your presence, so they learn and they grow and you teach them, and then they leave. And if this is playing out in, say, romantic relationships, you'll find yourself in relationships in which you take care of them and you teach them all of these beautiful new things. They learn so much from you, and it's almost like you're preparing them for the world. So then and like all of these things might not necessarily be, it's not all on the surface. It's because it's been playing out through like on like a multiverse, is that the word? It's been playing out through many like lifetimes. So once you've taught them, they then leave, right? And then what it's presenting here is then they go out into the world through the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is kind of talking about like just well, it's speaking of, yes, of course, like with the traditional Nine of Pentacles energy, slow and steady. Oh, there we go. Slow and steady, right? Winning the race with the Six of Wands. But there's something in the Knight. So they are the Fool, now transformed into the Knight of Pentacles. They're, so when they initially leave or go out on, let's not say leave, because it's not that they're leaving, it's that they're going on their own, I guess, like fool's journey, right? I mean, it's the Fool. They're going on their journey. You have equipped them with the knowledge that they need in order to, I guess, sustain themselves, in order to take care of themselves. Like, you've taught them how to do that. So they then know, okay, well, now we're going to initiate. It's like you're an initiator. And it's playing out through like a mother and child dynamic. So you've initiated them, and now they're in this Knight of Pentacles energy, which you can see here. He's like farming, right? He's creating a stable life for himself, right? Learned from all of the things that you've taught him. And he is looking directly at this Six of Wands energy, which is his own future success, right? And he's carrying that vision, because if you can see, hopefully you guys can see, I know the lighting is really terrible, but he's carrying that vision like on his sleeve. And in the background, I don't know if you guys can see this, there's like an orange glow in the background. It's talking about like he's carrying the future vision of his success, like in his aura, or in like, yeah, like within himself, but it's coming out as like around him. So like, I want to say like in the aura. And then as you see, as it's transitioning into the Six of Wands, it's almost like you see it here in the cloth that's flying behind him. It's coming into reality is what it's talking about. So it's like he's dreaming of his future vision and future success point. And as he moves towards it slowly, it's coming into reality. Weren't we talking about you wishing for this success point too? Are you not understanding why it's not working out or something like that? Hang on. It's like the reading wants to explain to you that in order to get to the success point that you want, they have to like go out and do their own exploration on their own. It's very much talking about, it's a solo journey that they have to go on. And then you're sitting here stable and in the spot that do you see what I'm saying, that you've chosen, I guess, at home. You're staying at home, right? So, and as always with the Fool's Journey, the story is that he leaves the kingdom, right? He leaves his mother and father, the emperor and empress, and goes out on the Fool's Journey, right? And goes through all of the major arcana, if you will. And then there's a part of the story where he then returns. And you can see it in the energy of the cards. So hopefully you can see. Let me just hold them all up so that you can see them as well. So do you see how in this one, he's coming this way, right? It's at this success point, whatever that is for the Fool, the horse then turns around. You see that the energy is now, there's kind of like a turning, it's going back. There's a turning point. There is where it's like they're returning back to the Empress. And you can also see it in these, you can see it in these flowers too, because So we have the Empress and her Ace of Cups, right, in reverse. Hang on. And then we have, whoop, that Six of Wands. And if we were to turn this, I'm trying, it's, my mind, it makes so much sense. But like, it's a twist. Like for this to come around to the bottom here, for it to like all match, it's like a twist that needs, there's a twist. It's talking about there's a twist in this dynamic that is, I want to say, unsuspected by you because you're in this energy here, trying to determine whether or not you should release the tether. And the twist is that if you release the tether, it's like it's going to return back to you. Because in order for this to happen, this, I want to say like them leaving, you got to like, it's like cutting the umbilical cord. You got to like release the tether that you two hold together so that they can go out and explore and then come back and share with you. Now the roles are, now it's almost like the roles are that's the twist. It's like the roles are like, that's really cool. It's like the roles are turning and now they can share with you what they've learned on their journey. And that would then put the Ace of Cups in the upright. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some more cards. And if you're interested in seeing that, we'll have a part 2, if you will. All right, thanks Pisces, bye.